Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be doing some squiggling, some drawing, and I'd like for you guys to do it with me, because what we're doing is, of course, we're lowering our brainwaves to alpha, and then I will have you study a piece of art for a few seconds. It's not a long time, for a few seconds, in order to activate our visual cortex, which is in our brain. The visual cortex is what brings into our brain an image that the brain then deciphers what the image is. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to go like one step further with alpha and into the visual cortex. And alpha helps your body relax so that you can do these exercises. And you can use alpha anywhere. You can also use the exercise of opening up or activating your visual cortex anywhere too. So they're a little different, but similar. They're both with the brain. And they say, research says that when you use the visual cortex and you're activating that it's like an exercise for the brain. It's like calisthenics for the brain, which is very good. And it's fun. And you get it by either doing the art or studying a piece of art. Of course, I do both, but and you can too. You can too. But we're going to talk about that a little bit, and about the relaxation in doing all of these things that I'm teaching you. I mean, that is my main purpose at this point, is to give you tools that you can relax anywhere, and it's a natural thing to do because the brain does all these things anyway. It's just by teaching you how to recognize what's going on with your brain, then you can control that, and you can control how you're thinking. So anyway, that's what we're going to do today. I'm going to actually color a piece of art, and if you have a coloring book or just a piece of paper and some colored pencils, whatever you want to do, I'd like for you to do that if you can. And if you can't, if you're in a spot where you can't do that, then if you can watch me do what I do, then you will activate the visual cortex. Okay, so here we go. This painting is the first painting I ever did when I was 11 years old. And I thought that we'd use a landscape today. And what I would like you to do is just allow your eye to lead you. Allow your eyes to go where they want to go, whatever they pick up to look at first, and just follow it around the painting. This is using the visual cortex in your brain. You're activating it. So when you do this little exercise of looking at a piece of art, it can lower your brain waves already, but it can also relax you. It's good for your brain because it can keep us sharp and cognizant all the way through old age. and I would really like that to happen. So it's a very simple exercise, but it's doing this with your visual cortex. The visual cortex is what figures out what you're looking at and then tells your brain what it is. So it's a very simple thing. And you do this all day long. So we're doing this, and then we'll lower our brain waves to alpha. You can do this first before you start doing this, and then lower your brain waves. But I wanted you to see the difference in how you feel after your brain waves are lowered and doing this little exercise. So I'm going to be quiet for about 10, 20 seconds, and then we'll go into alpha. Okay, let's go into alpha. We'll take 3 deep breaths, going in through our nose and out through our mouth, and saying down, down, down in a deeper voice. So here we go. Down, down, down. Take a moment to see how you feel. After my mind going into alpha, my spine actually relaxed. I'm calm, I feel joy. I think looking at the painting also gives me a sense of joy. It's the combination of kind of knowing what you've done, that you're using your visual cortex, and you've lowered your brain waves to alpha. So now we're going to go do another exercise, which is actually doing some art. So let's go do that. And if you want, do a piece of art along with me. Something simple. It can be scribbling with crayons or colored pencils or watercolor or whatever you have on hand you can use, as long as it has color. And if you don't, and if you're not in a spot you can do that, you can just watch me. After going into alpha and activating our visual cortex, I thought I'd just do some note cards, hand-painted note cards. I have birthdays coming up, and people really like them. I've been doing note cards hand-painted for, oh geez, I don't know, probably 35 years. But there's something that people really enjoy. And you can do these too. You can get the note cards at the big box store online. Years ago, I had to buy them from paper companies, go to their warehouse and stuff, because they sold them wholesale for printers to print cards on. Or you can buy them through me if you don't want to do your own. This card is for somebody whose favorite color is yellow. So I'm just adding a little color to the yellow too. Finishing up this card with some sparkles. And you guys enjoy each and every day. And we'll see you again in a few days. Bye-bye for now.